I'm gonna tell you a story, but the first thing you have to understand is time does not work the way you think it does. You can call me Oracle, so no one is talking to you. Welcome to the cult. Alright, so, this is pretty cool. Um, I've been working a lot with Nirtam Karoti or to dance. So, start off with Madbaba Adha Avatara Nirtya Varnika Sadika Varnika Ananta Avaguntana Gapti Katarezitiza Hastra. Now, this by itself is awesome. Part of Mont Magic is this core idea of the Dance of Mask. It's a combination of meditative techniques and specifically on the tarot to develop these the core concept of like masking. So the core concept of masking is like you can be like an awakened mago, like an awakened mage, and just like roll around and not have your aura be screaming like I am awake, I am awake, I know everything about what I'm doing. Sometimes you just like it's very useful for like going to your day job, for example. But that is my essence, deep in my incarnation, dance of masks, a mask consisting of 101 masks, infinite veils, and movements characteristic to Sahasra, Nirtam Karoti, to actually do the dance. So it's Bababa Arha Avatar Nirtarvanika Zatika Varnika Ananta Aguntana Gati characteristic Sahasra, Nirtam Karoti. You can follow that up with, if you're looking to rumble specifically, Zatrakopa Rus Kendri Karoti, which is Sword Fury, Rage, Focus. That's what, like, and actually this one in particular, you don't even, like, most of these actually don't even need for when you're gearing up for a fight, because Zatrakopa Rus Kendri Karoti basically like lets you take your anger and be like, okay, I am mad. I do not, however, need to be killing mad, so I'll take the part of me that can be killing mad, which is Sword Fury, and use it to focus my anger on what I'm doing as opposed to, like, feeling a need to destroy everything. So then there's Zunya, Niyama, Haramdate, Void, Control, Direct my steps. Now, normally this would be, like, basically Lust, but, as far as I'm aware, that this is just what felt right to me. So, then there is, this is great. Duryodhana Virya Janamutra Pranabhya Lagyati. And that is the mark of the knowledge of invincible heroism. Fear for your life. Mitigate. Now, I talked about earlier in a previous episode about being right before I got my effectively like Madhavid Sita Diksha, which is basically like my shaman spirit awakening or spirit initiation. When basically like I just had a talk with my friend Motor who and my friend Steele about anger being something you focus in terms of like elementals, in terms of elemental styles, in terms of fire, lust being something you control, and fear being something you mitigate. Now, fear being earth and water being lust. Now, in this case, it's Zunya. Now, Zatrakopa is associated with fire. It just is. It's also associated with earth. Zunya, or the void, is also associated with wind and with water. Now, basically, I'm teaching you this in hopes that if, like, you happen to have this kind of capacity inside yourself, that you don't accidentally trigger it at a time that's really inconvenient to you. Because one time, Motor, well, he ended up in a coma because of an accidental thing. It only lasted for like a couple of weeks, but it was scary for him and his family, obviously. And like, hopefully, if he sees this, he doesn't think I'm blowing up his spot. But like, this is a very important thing. These are states that are naturally within us that if they wake up and we can't do anything about them, we might be true screwed. So, in the hopes that no one has the same thing happen to him, because I'm pretty sure it happened with Zastracopa, because he ended up having basically, as near as I can tell, as a third-party person who heard this story after the fact. He was performing in a gymnastics competition, and he basically Zastracopa channeled, and his body like couldn't handle it because of all of the people cheering for him. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. His brain overloaded with the amount of energy, which is why it put him in a coma. As far as I'm aware, at least. Now, I haven't talked to him in a while. It might have been something different, but I'm pretty sure it was that. Also, so in this case, you have, you know, the activated state of this emotion controlling the more latent state in a way that's specific to the emotion. So then we get to Duryodhana Virya Janamutra and Pranabhya Lagyadi. So that is, Lagyadi is to mitigate. And the thing about it is Pranabha is different from Bhisma. Pranabha is fear for your life. Now you can have Bhisma, you can have BT, you can have all kinds of fear. You can have social fear, you can have social anxiety. This is specifically fear for your life. So this is specifically to basically ask the mark of knowledge of invincible heroism to help you mitigate actual like fear for your life in a situation that you need to control your fear because your life actually is in danger. So hopefully that will be helpful. There is also, if you happen to be so lucky to have military ambition, Jigisa Verusini Visrambhava, which is effectively military ambition, army of heroes, inspires confidence. Like a bard, like a kavi Sangita Visrambhava Visrambhava. Here, now all the bards with a song can inspire confidence. Ta-da! There is also Jigisa Pratikaksa Vilaksi Karoti, which is basically military ambition. Military ambition makes my enemies meek, abscond, makes them run away. Jigisa is effectively, near as I can tell, conquers hockey. Which is why I say, if you're lucky enough to get it, good for you, because that stuff is true bala. Anyway, so now that we have this, we also have a set done on Ivana Barsa Zabda, or Greek language characters. Now here's a funny thing that I came up with recently, or I think I came up with recently. I'm pretty sure I may have mentioned this in a previous video. I think I may know the origin of the phrase chimera in terms of ancient Greek, which is kai, mu, ro. Now what's important about this is the mu in the middle, because the mu is actually supposed to represent both our human and the human mind. So basically what a chimera is effectively supposed to be a magical cross between a human, something else, with the human staying in the middle. With that in mind, I have Avarna Zaitadika Avarna Nepunya Avatar Netankaroti, which is alpha consisting of 101. So I use Zaitadika consisting of 101 a lot in this. So anytime I say it's so these are all like basically letter consisting of 101 of the same letter. It's very like similar to a Gotha-topia, a Gotia Tulpa chain. If you want to think of that as a single like unit. In this case, Naipunya. So alpha skill. Like from the show. I'm not joking. So Avarna Zaitadiga Varna Naipunya Avatar Netankaroti. Akara Kalisisa. Akara Zaitadika Kalisisa. Akara Zaitadika Akara Kalisisa. Avatar Netankaroti. That's an alchemical thing, black lead. In specific, it's actually supposed to help your brain process. Specifically, and I'm not joking in this, by the way I designed this, at least in my theory, is it's supposed to help you take the fact of like atomic number of lead is 82. We have lithium in our brain. Lithium actually naturally helps us process how reality is supposed to work and how we're supposed to perceive it. So basically, doing this is taking 101 metaphysical lead atoms, and taking the by Raza alchemy, taking 81 of the 82 basically atoms that were units that consist of this and turning them into 27 lithium ions or lithium atoms to basically like make reality 27 times more real for you, which you might want to consider. Like a lot of people don't want to raw dog reality. That's like extra raw dog reality. I'm just saying. Also, all of these, I'm going to just skip the last part. All of them, if you want to do them, would involve an avatara or a man, nirtam karoti. Probably actually man. Man nirtam karoti being mind to dance. So basically, because this is effectively you using your mind to dance stuff, which is, in my opinion, mad cool. So, Ivana Zetadiga Varna Vega, that is a gamma poison force. Ivana Zetadiga Varna Avyasanamana, delta entropy. You know why? Because in physics, entropy is the degree of decay showed by entropy is showed by a delta. That's literally why I did that. Ukara Zaitika Ukara Zabda, epsilon sound. Ukara Zaitika Ukara Pazu, zeta beast. Ravana Zaitika Vrana, Gatikaraman, Eta clockwork. Akara Zaitika Karamana, Theta thought. Now this is fascinating because in theory, if this works right, it will actually literally make you produce 101 times more mana just by itself. Now, this one is very important for like basically everyone. Lavarna, Zaitadiga Lavarna, Kavaka, Man, Neptum Karoti. Kappa, consisting of 101 Kappa, Shield, like, you know, Shaxi Kavaka, like Psychic Defense. Specifically. Man, Neptum Karoti. This one is crucial to do with your Mon because it's specifically for your mind that you're building the shielding for. Ekara Zaitidiga Akara, Deepa, Lamp Lamp. Ivarna Zaitidiga Ivarna Man Neptum Karoti. That by itself is awesome, in my humble opinion. Which is Mu, consisting of 101 Mu, mind. So, like, it's 101 minds for you. That sounds cool by itself. I'm just saying. Okara Zaitidiga Okara Tersaha Indrajala. New thirst destroying illusion. Avana Zaitidiga Varna Zergala Pucha. Kai Foxtail. Or Chi Foxtail, I should say. Agara Zaitidiga Gara Naman Sagyaka. Omicron name and number. Hopefully that should help anyone who's having problems like keeping track of their contact information inside of their head, like all the people they know. If you know a ton of people, this might actually help you. Akara Zaitidiga Akara Kakra Arakakra Man Nitan Karoti. Pi, consisting of 101 pi. Circles within circles. Mon. Mind. Dance. Behold the feats of mental jugglery. And I'm not even using a kuhamate. Alright. Yukara Satitiga Yukara Ketu. Ro. Dragon Tail. Which actually might, actually, no, that would make sense. That would make sense in terms of Kairo, or Muro, if if like part of it was actually transforming yourself partially into a dragon, which is actually sort of the deal with alchemy in some respects, in terms of incorporating your Grahanam and stuff like that. Lavarna, Zaitidiga Lavarna, Karitra Adadars, Man Nirtam Karoti. Iota, character eye, or character deep eye. That is to help you with your Smrti insight. Rakara Zatitika Rakara Sandip. Badu Barsa. That's supposed to like helpfully, like naturally integrate. Um, basically, so basically with a lot of the other stuff, this is basically to help everything sort of smoothly blend into each other, like a blender. Lavana Satiriga Lana. Savana Satya. Datsam Yokta. Tau. True Tooth Gear. Like Luffy going third gear or fourth gear. This is one of the coolest, by the way. All right. Vakaras etitika vakar. Vakaras etitika vakar. Vagum. Bagum fa mantra papin. Chedita katu samasaka. All right. So. Upsilon, word weaving, mantra, things are made of onions. Like a golem. Like a psychic golem. Zakara Zatitika Zakara, Savana Tulni, Phi Golden Wave. Savana Zatitika Savana, Graha Parva Vasrabaha. Kai, Dragonhead, Back of the Crossroads. Which, if you want to do like psychic alchemy to like, I don't know, make yourself like a psychic chimera, like of yourself, you know, now you can, because you have like the dragon head on one side for the guy, you have your Muman in the middle, and you have the Ketu row on the other side. Avada Zatitika Avada Shakti Vilidu, which is Psi, Psychic Lightning Strike. Effectively, you're asking your brain to go Eureka for you. Eureka! I have it! Shazam. Alright, so, Havana, Zatitika Havana, Bindu, Adiveria, Anumziki, Adiveria, Deha, Nertam Goroti. Now, this is me being clever and cute, but, like, that's for, this, you know, in the previous video, I talked about the Omega Point and, latency of abilities in human genetics, like the idea of Mahima and Garima. So the thing is, basically what that idea is, basically calling the Omega Point into yourself 101 times to activate any latent genetic superpowers you have. So have fun with that. And so, and I guess I have to get on to another show, and I'll talk to you later. Oracle me, dream safely, everyone, down the week.